All right. Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rechak Wadash. All right, I want to give double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone with Ruwell. And I want to give peace, greetings, and salutations to all the Lekakim that's pushing this word in the truth and sincerity, throughout the four corners of the earth. And the brothers that's not wavering in their faith, being diligent in the truth. I say shalom to you brothers, and I say shalom, to the few sisters that believe and all meekness and humbleness. I say shalom. I'm your brother Zakaria from GMS Miami Camp. And Lord willing, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rechak Wadash, Adawan Ratazah, it means Lord willing. So Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel, and my lesson today, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rechak Wadash, is going to be basically on how this place America, all right, which is Babylon the Great, all right, which is Babylon the Great, all right, spiritually Sodom, all right, spiritually Egypt, all right, and different other code names. All right, this place is going to be destroyed by fire, and it's going to never be inhabited by humans. All right, only desert creatures, and that's according to the Holy Bible. That's according to the prophecy, all right, that different prophets, all right, spoke of. All right, that's written down in the Holy Bible. All right, so I'm gonna just roll through the Spirit, Lord, when it's edifying to the elect. This is the book of Malachi, chapter 4, verse 1. It says, "For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch." So the day that's coming is going to burn like an oven, like an ancient oven. All right, not like these modern day ovens. And what is that fire going to come from? All right, from thermonuclear missiles, man. And also laser fire from the chariots, man. All right. This is the book of Isaiah chapter, bear with me. Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 5, it says, "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire." So this third world's war is going to be with burning and fuel of fire. All right, because America is going to go into World War III. All right, and all the countries that have nuclear capability is going to shoot their missiles on it. All right, even their own allies is going to shoot missiles. America's own so-called friends, all right, they're gonna turn against her and they're gonna shoot missiles upon her, man. This is the book of, bear with me. This is the book of Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 51. Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 24. Jeremiah 51 and verse 24 says, "And I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea all their evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, saith the Lord." So the Lord is going to punish this place, all right, for what they did unto Zion. All right, Zion is a reputation of Israel. Zion in the Hebrew is to Zion, which means monument, because we are a monument to the Lord. And what did Esau, the so-called white man who's ruling, all right, America, Babylon the Great, what did he do? All right, he touched the apple of the Lord's eye. He touched the children of Israel. All right, and the children of Israel are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? Also, the Israelite foreigners that scattered amongst the nations, that lineage go back to the 12 tribes according to their fathers, all right? He touched the apple. He touched us, man. All right, he put us in slavery. All right, he murdered us, murdered our sons, our daughters. All right, he's continually oppressing us. So the Lord said he's going to render, all right, unto Babylon from their judgment for all the evil that they have done to us, man. All right, verse 25, "Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith the Lord, which destroy all the earth." And what America did, destroy all the earth. All right, he went conquering, all right, because the earth was given into his hand. The Lord said by Isaac, which if you spiritual, Isaac was our Lord Yahushua. He gave Esau the blessing of the sword and the fatness of the earth. And how did Esau get the fatness of the earth, the best parts of the earth, the whole earth? The troops say the earth is given to the hand of the wicked by the sword. He destroyed. He says, which destroys all the earth,
earth, and I will stretch out my hand upon thee, and roll thee down from the rocks, and I will make thee a burnt mountain. So this place is gonna be burnt. All right. The Lord is about to destroy this place, man. Verse 26, they shall not take of thee a stone for a corner, nor a stone for foundation, but thou shalt be desolate forever. All right, and desolate forever. And what's going to be dwelling in this place? All right, I'm going to go into it. I'm going to jump down. All right, I'm going to jump down. Because the Lord's about, and it's not talking about ancient Babylon. It's talking about this Babylon, modern day Babylon. All right. This is because we said this is never going to be inhabited by humans, but by desert creatures. Jump down to verse 36. Yep. Jeremiah 51:36 says, therefore thus saith the Lord, behold, I will plead my cause and take vengeance for thee, and will dry up her sea and make her springs dry by that fire. Verse 37, and Babylon shall become heaps, a dwelling place for dragons, an astonishment and a hissing without inhabitant. So this place is what? It's going to be a dwelling place for dragons, meaning what? Desert creatures. All right. The Lord is about to destroy this place, man. All right. This is the book of bear with me. Jeremiah 50. Jeremiah chapter 50. All right, going into how these nations gonna what? Shoot their arrows against this place. Jeremiah 50 and verse. I'm gonna jump around. Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 9, it says, for lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon and assembly of great nations from the north country. What is that? Russia, or in Russia's allies. It says, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. So the Lord's going to use those nations to shoot their missiles. All right. The term arrows, all right, is describing the missiles. So I'm gonna jump down to verse. I'm gonna jump down to verse. I'm gonna just keep reading. Verse 10, it says, and Chaldea shall be a spoil, and all that spoil her shall be satisfied, said the Lord, because the Lord is going to put it in their spirit to do this. All right. Babylon, the hammer of the earth, is going to be broken up. Verse 11, because you are glad, because ye rejoice, O ye destroyers of my heritage, which we went into. All right, how they oppressed us. Because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass and bellows at bulls. Well, they got rich. All right, verse 12, it says, your mother shall be sore confounded. It's talking about Great Britain, because America's so-called forefathers came from Britain, man. All right, it says, she that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert. What is the hindermost? Over here in America, it's mainly America, Babylon the Great. Because of the wrath of the Lord, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues. So this place is going to be a desert. All right, this is not talking about ancient Babylon, because the ancient Babylon is inhabited right now. It's talking about a future Babylon here in America, Babylon the Great. Verse 14, put yourselves, it's like it said, put yourself in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow. Shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord. Shout against her round about, she hath given her hand, her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of the Lord, take vengeance upon her, as she have done, do unto her. So this is going to be the judgment. This is the judgment, all right, for of Yahweh Ba'ashim Al-Shai upon this place, man. All right, the Lord's about to destroy this place, man. All right, So let's get another precept on how the Lord's going to make this place desolate. Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 14. It says, I have heard a rumor from the Lord and an ambassador sent among the heathen, saying, gather yourselves together, come against her, rise up to the battle.
Which these nations, they're going to go against Esau, Edom, so-called white man, which his head rulership, his chief city is America, man. Verse 15, for lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men. All right, and these other nations looking at you like you're insignificant. All right, thy tabernacles have deceived thee, in thy pride, in the pride of thy heart. Thy tabernacles have deceived thee in the pride of thy heart. O thou that dwelleth in the clefts of the rocks. And what is, hey, how is America? You know, these big skyscrapers, all right? I believe the first skyscraper, Apostle Ramla bringing out. Now, I believe he said it was in Chicago, the first skyscraper. I believe so. You know, don't quote me on it, but it had to be here in America, man. All right, and they dwell in the cliffs and the rocks. You know, they make their habitations high. You know, it says that holdeth the height of the hill, though thou shouldest make thy nest high as an eagle, going to their space stations. I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord. So the Lord's going to bring you devils down, man. Verse 17, it says, also Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighboring cities thereof, saith the Lord. No man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it. So the only things that's going to be in this place is what? Desert creatures, man. All right, that we just read of, man. All right, so the Lord's about to destroy this place, man. All right, let's go to Joel. It's all over the scriptures. You just got to have the eyes to see, and you got to have the right teachers. They have to be given unto you from Yahweh Bashim Al-Shan. Because it said Edom going to be a desolation. So, Joel chapter 3 in verse 19. Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. But Judah shall dwell forever in Jerusalem from generations to generations. So it says Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom a desolate wilderness. And that, what is that talking about? America, because wow, let's get this precept. This is book of Revelation chapter 11. Revelation chapter 11 in verse 8. Revelation chapter 11 and verse 8 says, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. So the great city is America, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. Egypt represents abundance. Sodom represents that wicked lifestyle that the Lord judged those Hamites. And all right, and we just read, as an overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, the Lord's going to overthrow this place. So the same judgment by fire as ancient Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighboring cities burned up is the same way America's going to be burnt up, man. All right, in America, all right, is going to be a desolation. It says men shall not dwell there. All right, so let's go to Isaiah 13. Look at Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 17. Isaiah 13 and 17. It says, behold, I will stare the Medes against them. The modern day Medes are the Russians, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. All right, because why? This is time for war. Verse 18, their bows also, in what Russia got bricks. All right, they're getting away from the dollar. All right, and all these nations. Verse 18 says, their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children, because when those missiles hit, it's gonna burn up everything that's in this area, man. All right, which America whole is gonna be, all
all right, on fire. But who's going to be delivered from this place? The elect. The Lord is going to come back. Our Lord Yahushua is going to gather the elect in this big chariot, the so-called UFO, so-called spaceship. All right, that's what we believe in. That's what the scriptures say, how the elect is going to be delivered. Verse 19, in Babylon, going into Babylon again, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. So this place is going to go out just how ancient Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighboring cities did. Verse 20, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. So this place is going to be not inhabited by humans. It says, but wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. So the Lord is telling you that this place is about to go out real quick, real soon. The Lord's about to destroy this place. All right, and what's going to be here? Nothing but desert creatures, man. All right, bear with me. Precept that. Another precept. All right. This is the book of Jeremiah 50 again. I'm going to start at the top. It says, the word of the Lord, the word that the Lord spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldees by Jeremiah the prophet. Declare ye among the nations and publish, set up a standard, publish and conceal not. Say, Babylon is taken, Baal is confounded, Merodach is broken in pieces, her idols are confounded, her images are broken in pieces, because the Lord's going to confound everything, man. Verse 3. All right, he's going to break this place down. All right, it says, for out of the north there cometh up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. They shall remove, they shall depart, both man and beast. So the Lord's going to destroy this place, man. All right, just going into that. All right, let's go to Isaiah 34. And you ain't gonna get no sirens to help you. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 34. This whole chapter is good. Shit, let's read the whole chapter. It's only 17 verses. So like it. Isaiah chapter 34 verse 1 says, come near, ye nations, and hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that cometh forth of it. So the Lord is talking to the world, the inhabitants of the world, and their armies. Verse 2, for the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He have utterly destroyed them, he have delivered them to the slaughter. Because the Lord's going to gather these nations in the valley where he is, or gathering these nations in the valley of Jehoshaphat over there in the Middle East, and where he's going to destroy them. All right, 2nd Esdras 13 tell you that. All right, the Lord destroyed the armies. All right, and it was it was speedily. All right, it was very fast. All right, it's like it. It says Isaiah 34 and verse 2, it says, for the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He have utterly destroyed them, he have delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. All right, because why? Those missiles. All right. All right, the Lord's about to destroy, all right, the armies of the world, and Babylon the Great. This place of Babylon the Great, and that place, in the place Israel gonna be destroyed, but Israel gonna be inhabited. These other nations gonna build, all right, that land up, because that's the land that the Lord promised our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It says, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as the falling fig from the fig tree. Verse 5, it says, for my soul shall be bathed In heaven, behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, and Idumea is a Greek way of saying Edom, which is America, which is the hub, all right, the main, the capital that Esau, the so-called man, used to build his empire. All right, in these times, it says, and upon the people of my curse to judgment, and the Lord, hates Esau. All right, this is the judgment that the Lord is about to bring upon, all right, the wicked, which is Esau, Edom. All right, which is Cain, the reincarnation, which is, all right, the serpent. All right, it says, verse 6, it says, the sword of the Lord is filled with blood, it is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, and with the fat of kidneys and rams. For the Lord have a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. So that slaughter, all right, is that fire, and you people gonna be fuel to that fire. You're gonna be that sacrifice. All right, you wicked. Verse 7, and the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness. Verse 8, for it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, and the year of recompense for the controversy of Zion. So the Lord's going to repay you devils for what y'all did to us, man. Verse 9, and the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become burning pitch. It shall not be quenched night nor day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever, meaning a very long time. Generation to generation it shall lie waste. None shall pass through it forever and ever. A long time, man. No, nothing's gonna dwell here. After the smoke clears, desert creatures, desert animals come in here, man. Verse 11, but the cormorant and the bittern shall possess it. The owls also and the ravens shall dwell in it. And he shall stretch out upon it the line of confusion and the stone of emptiness. What does that mean, a line of confusion and the stone of emptiness? That means you're not gonna know where Florida and the Florida-Georgia line, all right, or the Georgia-South Carolina, or the South Carolina-North Carolina, or North Carolina-Virginia line is. This place is gonna be a pitch, man. You're not gonna know the difference between New Jersey, New York, and Connecticut, or LA and fucking whatever's connected at. On the West Coast, you're not gonna know the states of the West Coast, man. Nevada, all right, California. You're not gonna know that because this place gonna be a desert. Verse 12, and they shall call the nobles thereof. Yeah, they shall call the nobles thereof to the kingdom, and none shall be there, and all her princes shall be nothing. And thorns shall come up in her palaces, nettles and brambles in the fortress thereof, and it shall be an habitation of dragons in a court of owls, which we just keep reading that over and over and over again. Why? Because it's talking about America. It's not talking about ancient Babylon, man. All right. Owls, dragons, wild beasts, cormorant. All right, these are animals that's going to dwell here. Verse 14, the wild beasts of the deserts shall also meet with the wild beasts of the island, and the satyr shall cry to his fellow, and the screech owl also shall rest there, and find for herself a place of rest. There shall the great owl make her nest, and lie, and hatch, and under her shadow there shall be the vultures also be gathered, everyone with his mate. So this is gonna happen. All right. Verse 16, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate. For my mouth he hath commanded, and his spirit has gathered them. All right, so scripture says, seek ye out the book of the Lord and read. All right, the 1611 King James Version. The Lord said, no one of these shall pass, talking about the prophecies, man. All right, we're being gathered by the Spirit. Verse 17, and he shall cast the lot for them, and his hands hath he divided it unto them by line. They shall possess it forever. From generation to generation shall they dwell therein. All right, because why? The Lord has each man a portion of this truth. All right, the Lord divided each man his portion. All right, And the prophecies is speaking, man. All right, this is gonna happen. What is another precept that links up to that? All right, this is the book of Zephaniah. Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 2. I will utterly consume all things from off the land, said the Lord. I will consume man and beast. I will consume the fowls of the sea. So I will consume the fowls of the heavens, and the fishes of the sea, and the stumbling blocks with the wicked, and I will cut off man from off the land, said the Lord. So this is what the Lord is going to do. Let's go down to Zephaniah, next chapter, chapter 2. Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 13. And I will stretch out my hand against the north and destroy Assyria. And America is modern day Assyria also. It will make Nineveh a desolation, modern day Nineveh, and a dry land and a wilderness, which we read. The wilderness, the dry land. All right. Context clues. What is this talking about? America. And flocks shall lie down in the midst of her. All right. It says the flock shall lie down in the midst of her, and all the beasts of the nations, both the cormorant, see, and the bittern shall lodge in her upper intervals of it. Their voice shall sing in the windows. Desolation shall be in the threshold, for he shall uncover the cedar work. Verse 15. So those cormorant, those desert creatures, verse 15. This is the rejoicing city. This is the rejoicing city that dwelled carelessly. In what country on earth is dwelling carelessly? America, man. All right. Pride of life. Fun. I ain't no cares in the world. That dwelt carelessly, that said in her heart, I am, and there is none beside me. How has she become a desolation? All right, because this place is going to be desolate, man. A place for beasts to lie down in. Everyone that passes by her shall hiss and wag his hand, because this place is going to be destroyed, man. Let's go to Revelation 18. Revelation chapter 18 and verse 1. It says, and after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having the great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the caves of every unclean and hateful bird. So this place is what John the Revelator saw Babylon, which this is a clue that he's not talking about, that he wasn't talking about ancient Babylon, because ancient Babylon was already destroyed. This was during the Roman Empire. All right. Apostle John the Revelator was on the island of Patmos during the time of the Roman Empire, and he's talking about Babylon being destroyed. This is talking about a future Babylon, talking about here in America, man. All right, I'm gonna jump down to verse 10. I'm gonna jump to verse 7. This whole chapter good, but I'm trying to make it shorter. This verse 7. How much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously. That's what we just read in Zephaniah. It says, so much torment and sorrow give her, for she saith in her heart, I see the queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. The same thing that rejoicing city and was talking about, which code name American Nineveh and Assyria. They had the same mindset, because Zephaniah was talking about America. They got the same. They're prideful. All right, these American Babylonians, Egyptians, all right, Edomites. All right, they're very proud. The Lord's going to destroy them. Sodomites. All right. It says, verse 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord power who judges her. So this place is going to be burned with fire. All right. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her. Talk about these other nations that did trading and deals with America. I shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. Verse 10, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, at last, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. So the Lord's going to destroy this place in 1 hour. All right, 200 million nuclear warheads going to destroy this place in 1 hour, man. All right, because this is the judgment of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, man. Let's see if we got anything else. I know there's one in Baruch. It's probably all over. I mean, just these ones that I'm thinking of right now. 14. Bear with me. Yep, Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21. Yep, Isaiah 14 and verse 21. It says, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land nor fill the face of the world with cities. And what these Edomites, they got to pay for what their forefathers did. But if you know about the reincarnation, you know about the scripture, you are your forefathers coming back. Verse 22, for I will rise up against Babylon, for I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord. And I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water. All right. It says, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith the Lord of hosts. That fire. All right. It's going to sweep through this land, man. He says it's going to make this place for the bittern. All right, which we just read about in those other different precepts, man. Verse 24, it says, the Lord of hosts has sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass, and as I have proposed, so shall it stand. So the word of the Lord is going to stand, man. The Lord said, this generation shall not pass till all be fulfilled, man. All right, this judgment is about to happen, man. All right, and Baruch, let's go to Baruch. I'm going to close out on that. Close out on that. Baruch chapter 4. Baruch chapter 4 in verse. This whole chapter good, but I'm shortening it, get to the point. Baruch chapter 4 and verse 30. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, which Jerusalem is a people before, is a place talking about us. It says, take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. All right, so, hey, the Lord give us comfort that this place is going to be destroyed, man. And what he's going to deliver the elect up out of this place, man. Lord, when we are part elect. Verse 31. Miserable are they that afflict thee, and rejoice at thy fall. And all these nations afflicted us and rejoice at our fall. I think that's in the book of Lamentation. They all clap. They said, surely the days that we look for, I believe it's Lamentation. But mainly these Edomites, man. All right. It says, miserable are the cities which thy children serve. Miserable is she that received thy sons. And how we came over here in cargo slave ships, man. So these cities going to be miserable because the Lord's going to destroy these places. Verse 33, for as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad of thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. This place is going to be desolate. For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. So the Lord said, what, mourning, famine, all these things will come in one day. All right, destruction. All right, and this place is going to be desolate. Verse 35, for fire shall come upon her from the everlasting, Yahweh Shemashai, long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time. And what? Baruch got the prophecies, and what? Baruch was ascribed to Jeremiah, man. And he got the same vision, the same, all right? He wrote it down, all right? For us, you're going to be inhabited to devils for a great time, all right? Verse 36, O Jerusalem, look about toward the east, and behold the joy that cometh unto thee from the Most High, because the elect is going to look down at this place, being on fire. The elect, the angels, our Lord Yahushua, and we're gonna have the victory over the beast. The beast is NATO, the EU, and over his mark. The mark is the what? RFID chip. All right, and his image, which is the revised Roman Empire. We're gonna rejoice when we see the fall of our enemy. That's one thing. One thing that makes a man happy. That makes a man happy. All right. O Jerusalem, look about toward the east, and behold, the joy that cometh unto thee from the Most High. How about Shemashah? Verse 37. Lo, thy sons come, and Slaki says, whom thou sentest away, they come gathered together from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the glory of the Most High. What? We're rejoicing right now, but ultimately, hey, we're gonna rejoice, all right, when we get delivered and see the fall of this place, all right, and see the judgment, the great judgment that Yahweh Shemashah is gonna put on this place, man. All right, so Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, you know, just going into different precepts on how this place would never be inhabited by humans, only desert creatures. You know, Lord willing, it's edifying. You know, Lord willing, you take notes and, you know, have that in your arsenal. All right, when you're teaching His word, man. All right, and it's gonna happen, man. So Lord willing, it was edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. You know, I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Kodash. All right, I want to give double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone, which rule well. And I want to give a peace, greetings, and salutations to all the elect Akim that's pushing His word in truth and sincerity. Hey, Shalom Akim, keep pushing. Hey, keep it doing. Shalom.